Hello everyone. The topic of today's session is about the rating scales, which are also the tools for the assessment of personality. In the previous session, I have explained about the projective tests, the self-report inventories, and in the projective tests, I have explained about the Rorschach-Blot test, thematic perception test, and the RISP, that the Rotter Incomplete Sentence Blank test, and the CTCB, that is Contemporized Themes Concerning Blacks test, and the themes. Whereas in this session, let us look into the rating scales. The rating scale is one of the oldest and most versatile of assessment techniques. Rating scales present users with an item and ask them to select from a number of choices. The rating scale is similar in some respect to a multiple choice test, but its options represent degree of a particular characteristic. Rating scales are used by observers and also by individuals for self-reporting. They permit convenient characterization of other people and their behavior. Some observations do not lend themselves to quantification as readily as do simple counts of motor behavior, such as the number of items a worker leaves is late to go to the restroom. It is difficult, for example, to quantify how charming an office receptionist is. In such cases, one may fall back on relatively subjective judgments, inferences, and relatively imprecise estimates as in deciding how disrespectful a child is. The rating scale is one approach to securing such judgments. Rating scales present an observer with scalar dimensions along with those who are observed to be placed. A teacher, for example, might be asked to rate students on the degree to which the behavior of each reflects leadership capacity, shyness, or creativity. Peers might rate each other along dimensions such as friendliness, trustworthiness, and social skills. Several standardized printed rating scales are available for describing the behavior of psychiatric hospital patients. Relatively objective rating scales have also been devised for use with other groups. Teachers can use rating scales to record observations, and students can use them as self-assessment tools. Teaching students to use descriptive words such as always, usually, sometimes, and never helps them pinpoint specific strengths and needs. Rating scales also give students information for setting goals and for improving performance. In a rating scale, the descriptive word is more important than the related number. The more precise and descriptive the words for each scale point, the more reliable the tool is. Effective rating scales use descriptors with clearly understood measures, such as frequency scales that rely on subjective descriptions. Subjective descriptors of quality, such as fair, good, or excellent, are less effective because the single adjective does not contain enough information on what criteria are indicated at each of these points on the scale. A number of requirements should be met to maximize the usefulness of rating scales. One is that they should be reliable. The ratings of the same person by different observers should be consistent. Other recruitments are reduction of sources of inaccuracy in personality measurement. The so-called halo effect results in an observer's rating someone favorably on a specific characteristic because the observer has a generally favorable reaction to the person being rated. One's tendency to say only nice things about others or one's proneness to think of all people as average, to use the mid-range of scales, represents other methodological problems that arise when rating scales are used. Thank you.